Hello again. Welcome to Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. It is Sunday. We're getting ready to go to dinner over a family's house. But I wanted to make a video because I love making videos. But as you see, shrimp are swimming by. This tank, I wanted to bring a little something different today, due to the fact that everyone's used to seeing shrimp that are full of tons of colors and I don't know how many people know about these shrimp, but these are a wild Ketagalan, Ketagalan. So they're a wild they're not colored like the other ones, even though they all supposedly come from a wild. But these wilds have an incredible color to them, and that's why I got them a long time ago. And I've had them ever since. And I want to set it up to where you can see them, and I'm gonna feed them and let you guys see the colors that's in these. So you see that not only do the colored blue dreams and orange sakuras, yellows, any of those, they're not only the only good looking shrimp. So I wanted to bring this video to you so you guys see a little something different and know that don't be afraid of getting a wild shrimp. Due to the fact that if it's a wild shrimp from like a blue and a yellow breeding and it throws a wild, I'm not sure it's the same type as this, because these have a name. I'm not saying that the ones that get thrown don't. I just don't know the scientific name of those, but these get incredible colors, greens and silvers, and it looks like they're painted in auto body shop. The colors are incredible. It's just on this substrate that I have in here, this darker substrate. Oh, you see them everywhere, but it's hard to tell the colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some food in here that they like, and let you guys see the colors. Now, if you see little red ones coming in, those are, or should be, called out, because they're ones that they throw. So it could be where the cherries come from, but they do throw them in here, and so I have to pull them out. I just haven't called in here in a long time. So let me get some food down in here, see if I can drop it straight. I probably won't. This stuff will fall everywhere. It'll go crazy, and I won't go where see, look at that. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Let me see if I can bump it over a little bit so we can see it better. Try to get it right in front of the camera. My crappy camera. If we can move the snail out of here. We're not here to video you, buddy. Alright. We'll leave the snail there so he gets a little airtime, so he doesn't feel left out. Alright, so this is mucha food. I'll show you the package when we're almost done. But I want you to see the colors that are on these shrimp. Now, the males get colors, but of course they don't color, like any Neocaridina shrimp. They don't color up like the females do, but they do get lots of color to them. It's just, the colors are just extremely incredible. So I have the camera right up against the glass, so if it gets too blurry, I'll back it up. Yeah, see, let me move it. I got it right there, dead nuts. I'm trying to get it perfect. And see, the thing is that whatever it sees in the background, You know, you guys know that. So if I can get it zoomed in to look down and not focus at what's in the background, then I'll get lucky. But let me see if I can get it way up close here. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, it wants to, but they're moving and it's freaking out. Oh, come on. That looks so cool. It's just so many of them are coming. Here, let's try this. So in the photo you see, there we go. Well, it's a good color anyways. I'll let this go for a minute. I want the camera up higher now. It's a little low from what I'd like it to be. Maybe I could put the legs on a rag, lift it up some. I don't think it'll actually help, but we will try it. So we want the best video. All right, hold on. Let's try this out. Luke's coming around this one. Okay, slide this in. Ooh, gosh, it was so pretty. Okay, now let's angle it down some to take away the picture in the background. Maybe we'll get it right here. Look at that. Oh, come on. There it is. Bam! Now, look at that. Look at the colors. The blues, the greens, the yellows, the reds, which, you know, you're supposed to kind of call out. Because the reds will, I don't know if it'll bleed them out, but the colors are crazy. Look at the body style. It's kind of like a cheetah shrimp that you pay a ton of money for. They have markings of tigers, cheetahs. You know, their markings are super cool, but their colors are way better. Wait till, I mean, there's, I'm not going to lie, there's probably, I don't know, 300 shrimp in here. These shrimp have a thing with continuously breeding, not caring. Look at it. What is that? A purple that went by? I mean, this is crazy. I don't ever look in here, so all these colors are going to be new to me too. I mean, all I do is breed them really nice, take care of them. But you know, they're not. You know, a lot of people don't know about these colors. So if you have them on like a black substrate, it'd probably be better. This is the Aqueon. I tried testing it in the tanks for the Caridina shrimp. Yeah, it didn't buffer as well as I'd like it to, because this is the substrate that's supposed to buffer your water to keep your pH low. It didn't work so hot. It's kind of got me upset that I paid for the stuff and it didn't work. It worked about as good as the Samurai soil did, which wasn't good at all. I mean, about the same. It didn't drop the pH down very far. So I just turned those into Neocaridina tank substrates or the Tigers. Because the Tigers can have, a little bit of KH. They like a little bit of KH, but it keeps the pH down, but it doesn't have to be 6 or under, or like a 6.2. So it seems like my lights are strobing a little. I have an Aqueon light. I have 2 lights on this tank due to the fact that it was a dark tank, or I should say it is a dark tank, but I don't know if I actually need both lights. So let me move this one and see what happens. Oh yeah, I could take it away. It's not making a difference at all on this tank. It actually goes to the fancy Tigers up top. So we'll put that back up there for now. We'll get it back the way it's supposed to be here in a little bit, but yeah, if you guys can see the colors, I said, I mean, you see them. Look at the back stripes. They got incredible back stripes, just like the Neocaridina do, the colored ones. But look at the body styles. I mean, it's crazy. I bought these, gosh, I don't know, probably 5, 6 months ago. Look at that one right there in front. That female. I mean, the colors are just ridiculous. They're just ridiculous if you get them, you video them like this. I mean, it's like almost every color in a Crayola box. And the designs are super cool too. Here's the thing is, usually you have to buy Caridina shrimp, tiger shrimp, to have body styles like this and designs like this, when these wilds come like this. Again, they're called Ketagalan. You can look it up, you can Google it, and it'll show you the pictures. It won't show you every single cool color that you're seeing here, but it'll show you the basic. It's like a silver, purple, two-tone type deal. Yeah, and I mean, we've watched feeding videos before, but this is just ridiculous. I feed they're every other day, but I could put 5 piles in here, and each pile would have that many shrimp on it. More. It's just, it's a non-stop, and then the bottom of the tank looks like it has ants in it, and they're just piling up. Let me see. I'll put another piece and try to get another piece right next to it. I'm not going to put a whole piece in there. That's a lot of food. There's a lot of shrimp in there. I usually bust quite a bit of this stuff up. Great. I drop it and it floats on me. Who would have known? Oh, here we go. Okay, it should drop real close. Watch, it's going to drop out of the way. Poof. Look at that, out of the camera. Well, it'll bring shrimp in, so you'll still see them in the video. Let me get one more in here. Try to. Because see, it's flat, and when it drops in, it swashes back and forth, so it kind of goes wherever the current takes it. But look, so you got yellows, greens, blues. I think I see some purples in there. See, look at that one right in the middle. See how glistening and glossy the shell is? And then you could just see so many different colors in there. And then when they turn, it's like a pearl paint job on a car. Like let's say it's white, and then when it hits the light a certain way and it turns, like a corner, it'll turn purple. That people pay $10,000 for a paint job for that. Well, these shrimp are just incredible because they kind of come built like that. Let me see if I can zoom this in. Now, see, now there's starting to become some of these shrimp here that the camera doesn't know how to film them. It's like, what is going on? But see all those red ones in there? I'm gonna get the red ones out. I have to call the red ones out to keep the tank. The colors, the blue, greens, and yellows and stuff. You got to get those out. I would, in my opinion. Now look at this one coming up in the middle again. The glistening, glossy shell on them. And then the one in the bottom there, the back stripes are just huge. Look at this one jumping that's buried. The colors on them. That's what I'm saying. You can't go wrong with these shrimp. The color, you can't get these colors in any other shrimp. It's for a wild shrimp. It's wild. And they're not expensive at all. They're actually probably the cheapest shrimp you can buy. But that's what I'm saying. No one knows about them. A buddy of mine imported them from Taiwan, a long time ago, and he asked me if I wanted some. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll give them a try. And I put them in this tank, and they've been here since. But they were on a different substrate. They were on a gravel substrate, I think. Yeah, gravel substrate. And so I didn't want to throw this substrate away because, it's not cheap. So I took out the substrate in there and put this in there. And it grows plants, it's supposed to, help grow some stuff. But, literally, it's just so many shrimp in here. That's what I'm saying. They're not a skittish shrimp. They love to come out and eat. I'll show you in a minute, the filter pads up there. They're just all over the sponge filter. They love to graze. The babies swim around, all day. It looks like a swarm of bees in this tank because the shrimp just swim. They're very active Neocaridina shrimp. Probably one of the most active next to the blues, oranges, and yellows that I have. But they walk around more than swim around. These guys love to swim around in the tank. They just have a good old time. But if you were to put these in a tank, because actually right now these are my lowest tank to the floor. So that's why you're looking at the frame here. But if you had them up higher and, get them on a substrate where they'll probably a dark substrate like a black, not the brown that they're on now, because it kind of, until they get in big piles like this, you can't see them very well. Black, you'd be able to see them way, way better. Like I said, I just didn't want to throw this stuff away. So I put them in here, figuring if anyone ever wanted some of these, I could take them out, put them in a container, they could see the colors. But yeah, it's kind of the type of shrimp I like to breed. Super colorful, and it doesn't cost you, $50 for 10 shrimp or $40 for 10 shrimp, But I don't know, it's like watching little candies bounce around and play together. Like lifesavers. It just does. It's super. I just think they're incredibly beautiful shrimp, and they don't get the time of day. But I don't know anyone that has them except my friend that sold me some, and he had some up for sale on an app I think I saw maybe about a month ago. But other than that, I don't even think he sells them. But I was joking with him the other day. I told him, I said, well, I got to show people these shrimp. I said, I got about 400 of them. He started laughing. He said, really? I said, oh yeah. I said, I got so many of these, I don't even know what to do with them all. But they're incredible. They might not jump out at you like a blue dream or anything like that, in a tank. But if you sit and look and you see these shrimp come by, how can that stuff right there not catch your eye? How is that not super pretty to have something like that? It's like having discus in your tank, but just the smallest version. Now look at them fighting over the food. They're literally picking up that big, huge pad and rolling it over, and it's not to get to the other side, it's to pull it away because they want to take it away and have it all to themselves. That's what I'm saying. These shrimp don't play. They want this stuff. And I don't even know how many, if I was to count, that are not on this food right now, how many more are in this tank. But I don't know how much cooler of a video you want right there. I could look at this video all day if I went to get to the dentist or something, and I seen this playing on their television or on their monitor. I could just watch it all day. Here, I'll drop another piece in there. They're literally that hungry the way they're fighting. And picking up those huge cubes. They're the flat squares. All right, we'll put another one in there then. But I'll pan out in a minute. I just want you guys to see this. This feast is probably, 2 inches deep going back, as far back as the camera is seeing. It's probably, 2 inches wide, and they're just coming in from everywhere. You can't really tell on the camera. Yeah, look at that back strap. Look at that back line. Because the camera is trying to refocus on what it can. Let me see if I can. Look at this. Here, I'll lift it up so you guys can actually see. I do the tripod because I shake a lot, but I have a trimmer. How is that not the cool? Who's got shrimp that color? Look, is that pinks? I mean, yeah, the reds. I gotta get the reds out of there, but I mean, even if I didn't get them out of there, but I don't want them to wash out those other colors. But that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Just a minute ago when I started this video, it was just all desolate, ugly aqueon substrate. And look at these things. I mean, like pigs. But they'll fight and wrestle, and look at a green one. So I'm saying, you don't, okay, when I pull this back like this, you go, oh my gosh, what gorgeous shrimp. No, you don't see it. Look, they're all on the filters. They live. I mean, once this food's gone, there will be 100 of them on each filter. Then they're all packed in the rocks over here. They just live in there, crawling in and out. They have the babies all day long. But that's it. They just swim everywhere. But yeah, if you pull it back, I just have the wrong substrate in here. But I don't care. And this wood here bleeds leaches tannins. Like, I mean, it's never stopped. I put it in here. It keeps this water brown. This tank's always dark because of the tannins. But the shrimp love it. They live on that. So I'll leave them the tannins. They can have it. It's their house. They can do it however they want. But, you know, look, way back there, I mean, they creep in. They creep in. The parents are everywhere. Oh, look at that big one up there on the left. Look at the color on some of these. I mean, it's just so incredible. Show me somebody's fish tank, or somebody's shrimp tank that's got these colors. I mean, show me. I mean, yeah, you can have a mixture of Caridina in a tank that are gorgeous. But, you know, how many hundreds of dollars does it cost you? You know, and these wild shrimp that no one really knows about because no one wants to push them because they're cheaper. You know, they want to sell the expensive ones. Hey, so do I. I mean, I like to have it, you know, expensive, pretty shrimp, but I'm just saying I have cheap, pretty shrimp too. Let me see if I can get this to sit a little better. Yeah. Luke's excited for us. Luke's on his 2-week break from school now. Yay. We got dinner today. Had to take, I mean, I know you guys are here to see shrimp and not know my personal life, but had to put my mother in the hospital yesterday. She's got some issues she has to get taken care of. I told them I'd like it if they would put a rush on it so she can get out in time for Christmas. They said hopefully they have her home Monday night. So, yeah, just gotta pray that mom's okay and she gets home in time. Because a year without grandma not opening presents with the kids, yeah, it probably wouldn't be the same. So, but yeah, so you see them, I mean, now, you know, we all know if you, if you overfeed a tank, you know, the food can rot. Yeah, I laugh because, yeah, this ain't one of them tanks. This ain't one of the tanks where you drop food in and they say, oh, yeah, if they don't eat it all within, you know, 2 hours, get rid of it. Yeah, I don't see this stopping, slowing down, changing. It's just, you know, the more shrimp that find out it's here. Because that's how, I mean, there's that many shrimp in here. So you get so many down here eating, there's still shrimp all over the back, all over there, filters, in the rocks. They don't even know it's there yet. Excuse me. Ooh. So the more that find out, they all come a-running. Excuse me, I'm still not over this little, whatever it is, sinus allergy crap. See if I can do anything to this video here. Yeah, look at it. I mean, look, really? I mean, the color, this is just crazy. Never seen colors like this before. I mean, that shows you how much I look in this tank. I just, you know, feed, like I said, I can't see much because of the substrate. So I figured before we went to dinner, or went and spent some time with the fam, I would do a little water change on here and video it and see what you guys thought. Because, I mean, that's just ridiculous. But look, I mean, they're pregnant, buried up. It's, probably 60% of the females stay buried in this tank. They just love having babies. I don't know. They don't argue about it. Trying to drink my Gatorade. Get some electrolytes in me. Keep them going. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have shrimp that don't eat like this. They don't like to pig out. I don't know if they don't like to be seen eating like this or something, but there we go. That might be a little better. But I don't know. It's just I feed these shrimp. Actually, I feed these shrimp more than I do any of the others due to the fact because they eat like this. They're just little piggies. But I don't have an issue with it. I mean, I think a shrimp that eats is a healthy shrimp. I don't like to, what drives me nuts is, I'll spend money on shrimp and, go to feed them and, they're like spoiled. They only want a certain food. Yeah, these shrimp don't do it. You can drop an old soup can in here and they'll eat it. They're like goats. They'll eat anything. I mean, they're like Mikey. But that's what I'm saying. If you want a shrimp to populate your tank and to have incredible color, which, like I said, I would probably... What I have them on is I didn't really know when I got them the incredible colors they would have. Just my buddy said, you won't be let down. You won't be disappointed. You'll really like them. And I thought to myself, really, how cool could a wild shrimp really look? I've seen a million. I mean, my son's tank upstairs has wild shrimp in it, because, they breed, because we just mix Neocaridina in his tank up there. It's no big deal, And they have wild shrimp all in there, and they don't have color to them. They'll be just, dark lines in them or what have you. They don't have colors like this. So that's what got me to, because I kept asking myself, well, man, who's going to want, wild shrimp like this? Who's going to want wild shrimp like this? And then when I noticed the colors, I was like, well, people don't want shrimp that's this color, or have, because look, you want the back lines. You see the females almost, really every single female has backline. And they have the incredible colors. I mean, even the males are colored. I just have to get the red ones out of there. Let me see if I can scoot. But look, here, I'll pick it up again. But there's that many. So it's not like a light trick. They like cholo wood too. They eat the crap out of it. But yeah, see, look. I mean, I'm not joking. Look at the colors. These aren't like 12 different shrimp mixed up. They're the same shrimp. But these are colors that they provide. Everyone's like a different color. That's the cool thing, is you don't have to buy 10 different Neocaridinas to get these. You just, get 10 or 20 of them and let them start breeding, and they just throw all these cool colors. And these are original colors. You don't have to cull them. I mean, the red guys, excuse me, the red guys are the only ones that you need to cull. Look at that one. He's like a little but yeah, I haven't culled this tank in probably 5 months. So that's why there's a lot of red ones. And then when they're babies, they're hard to see, so I let them grow up. So I'm going to probably call it, but wow, look at those greens, blue-greens. I mean, so I'll probably call it tomorrow. We don't have anything to do tomorrow. So I'll probably do it tomorrow. You know, drop a piece of food in there. Look at that. What is that? Like an orange right in the center. It's a type of orange. So you got what? Yellow, blue, orange, green. I mean, just, I don't, you know, metallics. And then every shade of, you know, all those colors I just mentioned. I mean, seriously, they look like race cars. But like I said, I don't have. Look at the design on that female right there. Oh, look at the one right in the middle right there. Look at that. Let me see if I can blow that up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. How sweet is that? And, you know, you can buy those, excuse me, those Caridina cheetahs. Dan Aquatics has those Caridina cheetahs that are sweet, but, you know, they resemble these. I mean, look at the body style. How is that? I mean, even the little ones. Look, I have it blown up. The little itty babies down there in the substrate. Look, they got design. It's not like they come into it the older they get. Their colors get deeper the older they get, but they're born. Look at all the little blue heads, the little green heads. You know, so it's a colorful, oh wow, look at that one. They're really dark, like purpley head with the red body. But, you know, they're born, they come into the world with color. They get it, well, I should say they get it quick. Look at this one, it's got a green head. And this one to the left, going by the mama right there, going on top's like gold. I mean, look at that mother right there. That's like, nobody could even paint that. Couldn't even paint the colors that are in that shrimp right there. I mean, I could sit here and do a 5-hour video on this. I mean, I don't know if you guys would want to watch a 5-hour video on this, but I mean, that's just incredible colors. Let me see if I can blow it up now. Okay, there we go, there we go. Take that, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, you guys want some colorful shrimp like this? I sell these too, but look them up on Google. They're Ketagalans. Ooh, look at a purple one, kind of to the left, about in the middle. He's always going back now. Bluish purple. But look at all of them, except the red ones. Don't pay, I mean, the red ones are, like, not supposed to be in there. Even though their color is incredible, they're not supposed to be in there. So those have to be called, but all the other ones, the purples, the blues, the yellows, the greens, the oranges, the golds, you know, the reds and blues. I mean, look, I mean, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you opened up a bag of Lifesavers and just, like, melted all the colors together or something. So, yeah, wild Ketagalan. As far as I know, they come from Taiwan. I'm sure you can find out more about them. But I do have them for sale. As you see, I have quite a few of them. I mean, my tank is slammed, you know, from, well, not babies, but, well, I'm sure there's babies in there. And those mothers will be throwing them. But, you know, looking all around, they're, I don't know, from 3/8 of an inch, you know, all the way up to adults. I mean, they're just everywhere. So if you want some of these, send me a message. You can send it to me on YouTube, or you can PM me on my Facebook site, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. I have a Facebook page on there too. You can go on there. Or like I said, send me a message on here. I have a lot of people just send me messages on here. I try to get to the messages as fast as I can on YouTube, but I'm on Facebook a lot. So I have a lot of people that, go on my site on there and just like to talk shrimp. So, I'm on there a lot, just gabbing. And, sometimes I'm on there to 2-3 o'clock in the morning with some guys, so, breeders and importers and, getting information off them. They get information off of me, just all good stuff like that. So, but yeah, okay, so this is like I said, I could video this thing for 2 days, so I guess we'll keep this going for a little while longer. Well, it's the only thing is like I told you that one day, I did a 69-minute video and it just stopped all of a sudden and like deleted itself. So I try not to get up that high. So and then I believe my tank above, my fancy red tiger tank, I thought I saw one of the mothers buried up, which I would be very, very, very excited. Because they had one, I think one birthing, had one, mama had all these babies in here, and these things are, ½ inch and bigger now. But, just no one's had any more sons. Oh, one of my little things fell off. So maybe let this go a little longer, and then I'll start one up there, because I just cleaned the front glass, and it was funny, I scraped all the algae off of it, because I don't like to do that too much, because I'm just getting rid of their food. Why would I do that? But now that I'm doing the videos on the tanks, I want to make at least the front really presentable. So even wiping it with Windex is something I'm getting used to. I wiped it down, cleaned it pretty good with a razor blade, but yeah, they're super happy. They're just, I scraped the algae off, and now they're just going nuts all over the substrate eating that algae up. So scraping it off and letting it go to the bottom works very well. Scraping it off and vacuuming it up or getting it out of there isn't like really good, because now you're taking all their stuff away, and we don't want to do that. So anyways, yeah, look at them. Jeez, it's kind of listening to music in the ocean or something, how relaxing it can be. But yeah, like they're still, I back it up, zooming out, they're still in there. And they won't leave until every bit of that food is gone. Let me watch, I can slide it over this way. They're already all over into the food, or under to that wood. And they're way over there. Look at that big one to the right. Yeah, see, they're all buried up. And so, yeah, TDS in this tank is like 185, 180, 185. It has a dual sponge filter. It has a big, huge rock pile in it, so they can go and hide. It has 2 large pieces of driftwood. I do not know exactly what type they are, but they do not stop releasing tannins. There's cholla wood. A couple little plants, and like I said, the substrate is Aqueon. I do not recommend getting it for Caridina shrimp. I do recommend getting it for Neocaridina shrimp if you want to, grow plants and have something that looks kind of cool, because it's all cylindrical, or not cylinder. It's a round. It's oval, or not oval because that'd be an egg. It's circular. But yeah, I mean, it looks really, really cool. It's just these are the wrong shade of shrimp to put in here due to the fact that their colors on this substrate don't pop. If I was to take this out today, which I'll probably do it in the near future, or just put them in a whole new tank, I mean, it would take me probably a year to get all the shrimp out of here, but I'll probably put them on a black coarse sand, not a fine sand. I do not like putting my shrimp on a fine sand like that. Like Rob at Flip Aquatic says, pool sand, but I don't think you can get a black pool sand, so I'll have to get it at the pet store. But something that's not real fine, it's coarse. It's not the stone, it's like in between sand and stone, because then I don't have to worry about gases building up and being released and killing my shrimp. And I'm not big on sands. I don't know, I don't know. I don't like the look of it. I mean, it looks cool when you put it in a tank. That's not what I'm saying. But, over time, like, stuff rots, goes down in there. It just doesn't, I don't like the way it looks. Or how the stuff sits on top, I'd like it to break down and disappear so I'm not staring at all the dirt. Because I like to clean my substrate the way I do, with the tube and stuff. And it's kind of hard to do that with sand, and then you have to swish your hand back and forth on top, and the sand gets stirred up, and all that, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So for me, a lot of people like it. It shows shrimp well. If I have an issue with that, I'll do it another way. But I mean, these don't show well if I back the camera up, but if I put it right up to the glass and feed them, I mean, I don't know if prettier shrimp. So, but okay, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna probably. This is almost 45 minutes. Like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I could do it for 10 hours. I'm not sure what you guys want to see all the time. If you can, leave me leave me a comment or something you'd like to see. Mark Shrimp Tanks was canceled today, so it kind of gave me the ability to do this, because I gotta get my fix when it comes to Mark. Mark posted or liked my my green jade video, and he posted it on his stuff, because I know Mark wants green jades. I was hoping he'd see that video that I made on him, and I told him that if I can get him to Norway in any way, that I would do it. So it's like kind of like if I would ship them to someone, and then that person would hold on to them for, let's say, a week, and then rebag them, ship them again, however many times we had to ship them to get them to Mark. Yeah, I'd be all for that. I mean, even if it costs money to ship. I mean, Mark does a lot for the hobby, so that he wants green jade. But he did say that he can get green jades in Norway. So, if for some reason that doesn't pan out, I'm up to getting him some of these once they have babies. So, but all right. Thanks for tuning in. It's Sunday. I mean, what more do you do on a Sunday except go to church or go eat dinner at somebody's house? Free food is always good. So, I want to say Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas, and to those who don't, happy holidays, and if it's not a holiday, have a good week. But I'll try to make another video here and get it out there on the Fancy Red Tigers. But for now, everybody have a great Christmas. Be safe. Enjoy your family and loved ones. And eat tons and tons of food and gain lots of weight. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Take care. Peace.